你好，奥斯卡，可以听见吗？听见了，很好。诶，昨天，这个比赛怎么样啊？你感觉好玩吗？好玩儿，OK。好，那我看到了你的一些 game，那 overall 呢还可以，但是呢还有一些 weakness。你自己有没有觉得自己有 weakness 在哪里？在哪里呢？你知道自己的 weakness 在哪里吗？想一想你的有没有什么样的 weakness？因为什么呀？因为下围棋啊，如果你没有 weakness，你就有更多的机会可以赢，因为你一直在说啊，老师，how can we win the game？Well，那有很多 factor，那 we have to try to combine all factors to increase our opportunity to win the game。诶，那我先举几个例子，我们看一看，呃呃，可以是什么样的 situation。那第一个是，如果你看到了 red alert 打吃，但是你没有 take action，会不会让你的 possibility of winning 去 increase？会不会？不会。I agree with you。如果你看到了 red alert，那你不去管它，那no guarantee。那如果你要是没有看到呢，有 red alert，但是你没有看到，可以让自己的 possibility 赢棋的 possibility increase 吗？也不能。是的，所以呢，第一个呢是要先能够看到 red alert。如果有 red alert，那一定要能够看得到。第二个呢是，如果有 red alert，看到之后呢，要 take action。那哪一个 action 最好呢？Depends，因为 different situation 有 different result。那有的时候呢，那我可以先举几个简单的例子，我把这个棋盘 share 一下。好，现在我 share 了一下，是小棋盘，但是呢没有关系，因为小棋盘呢它的 basic concept 是一样的。哎，那我们随便摆一下。哦，那这个黑色走这里，白色就是 red alert 了。那 usually 我们要怎么办呢？嗯，我们是不是说啊，我要走这个，我 ignore，我知道有打吃，但是我 ignore，然后我去打吃它，这样好不好？Probably 不好。是的，usually 我们现在是 beginner，usually we need to make it safe。如果你要是走这一个，that means 你有 red alert，但是呢，你没有 take care of 这一个 red alert，然后呢，你走了这一个，去让别人有 red alert。那 usually you need a reason to support。为什么这样？这一个为什么好？Otherwise it's a high risk activity。那我们是 beginner 的时候呢，usually 我们要 make sure we are safe。那 usually we try to lower our risk。所以呢，这个时候呢，usually 要走这一个长。好，那如果走了这一个，那现在是黑色走，黑色会怎么样呢？黑色会吃掉这一个，还是接上这一个呢？走 A or B，which one is better？你觉得第一个吃掉？第一个我们先说的是这个吃掉。usually 是吃掉好，OK，是的，usually 是吃掉好，但是 still，but in fact depends。那我们在5路的 size five 的棋盘上呢， 也有这样的 situation，然后呢，是 different result。那怎么样才能知道哪一个更好呢？usually 有几个办法。第一个，自己去试一试，然后呢，you discover one result definitely better，这是一个自己试一试。第二个呢，可以问一问老师。第三个呢，可以和 robot play，让 robot 试一试，或者 robot 有的时候呢会有 feedback，你可以告诉你哪一个 which one is better。那有的时候呢，两个都 OK，有的时候两个都不 OK，有的时候是一个好，一个不好。All all situation you need to choose the best one。那如果没有选择这个 the best decision，that's probably a mistake。但是呢，如果你要是想过呢，probably the mistake may be smaller。但是如果要是不想，会怎么样？Anything may happen，那就会是一个 big mistake，是不是？哎，这就是为什么我们要想，as a good leader，we need to deal with risk。Risk means something maybe happen and you have opportunity to make it good, or maybe something maybe bad. Maybe it's very bad. All possible. It's all thing is possible. 那所以呢，you need to choose the right one。好，那这个呢，哎，就是我们学过的，哎，always make good decision。我们是一个 leader。好，那那今天呢，我们要学几个事情。第一个呢，我们要 review 一下上一次和前一个阶段我们学过的东西。然后呢，我们今天呢要学一个新的一个办法。然后呢，正好昨天呢，Oscar 呢，你 play 了几个 game，我 observe 到了一些你的 weakness，所以呢，今天呢，我们要讲一讲这个你的 weakness。那现在呢，另外一个同学 Isaac 还没有到，所以呢，我们就先讲一讲昨天Oscar 你的weakness。那 Oscar 你自己有觉得自己有什么样的 weakness，或者你觉得昨天你有什么样的 idea，可不可以 share 一下？你昨天 play game 了，你觉得很好玩，还是说别人很厉害，还是说有的时候你有一个 mistake，还是什么样？还是说哪一个你觉得不好玩，还是哪一个？你可以 share 一下吗？你可以 unmute，然后说一下，
I did
还
lots
记
of
得什么
mistakes.
好玩的？
I did some mistakes eventually, but one on time, and then it's like in the corner. Then I'm like, oh, why did I do that?
哈哈哈，OK，好，那下围棋的时候呢，以前呢我们讲过，when you think as a leader or think in 围棋 game，there are four things you need to that's your guideline。OK，好，第一个呢是 first you need to think before you take action，因为 if you think before you take action you can decide the future. But if you play and think, then everything has passed and you cannot change what has passed. You can only think about another future. But the situation, the opportunity is gone. So the first one is think before you play. Then you have more opportunity. 好，第二个呢，the second one, how do we think? When you play, you need to think for both player. You cannot think for only one player. In fact, I want to show you one game. It's from another student, but it's a very popular mistake. 那我们现在呢就这样就看一下这样的。 黑色走这里，白色走这里，黑色走这里，白色走这里，黑色走这里。In fact, this is a game from Isaac, another student in our classroom. 那我想问一问，Why black play 7 and 9 and 11? 好，Oh, Isaac is here. That's good. 很好，Isaac 你好，可以听见吗？
Hi.
可以，好的。那 in fact, I'm talking a game, and in fact, it's from your game from last week. 啊，那我们正好呢讲一讲。那黑色走这里是 Isaac play 的，然后呢白色走这里 Robot play，然后黑色走这里7 黑色走，然后白色走这里之后呢，为什么黑色 looks like have a plan？他发现他可以走这个地方 D5，还有 E6，他就可以把这个，sorry，他就可以把 E5这个白色的棋子 Number 6 这个白色的棋子吃掉。That's a good opportunity。所以呢，黑色就要走这个 7，然后呢，再走这个 9，然后再走 11，and then discover，哦，it's not what I have it's not what I expected。Isaac，这就是你 play 的。那上一次我们说过，哎，为什么 Isaac play 了这个9还有11，7还有9还有11？Probably because in the beginning 的时候呢，Isaac 看到if play here and here, you can surround 这一个6，这个 Number 6，这个 white，所以呢，the black player decided to take action and start your plan。但是这一个 plan 呢，it's not working。Why? Isaac，上一次呢，我们说 it's good for you to have a plan, but this plan is not working. Why? Isaac and Oscar, do you know why? 那我告诉同学们，because Black only think for Black himself，是不是？黑色只是想自己 play 了。You never think about white play where the white will play. And then when you finish your plan, the situation is not what you're expected. So Isaac，那我们上次呢说了，Isaac is good. You have a plan, but the problem is this plan doesn't work. And the reason is when you think about the future, 你没有替白色 or your opponent think where is the best. It's like you think or you just play and your opponent cannot play. But in fact, this situation, when white play 5, there's a cutting point for black. It's at E3. There's a cutting point. And then what should what should black do? In fact, black should first think, after white play Number 6, I have a cut. I had a cutting point. But after white plays 6, is there any trouble for my cutting point? If I have a trouble, then I maybe need to deal with this cutting point before I play f7 and try to surround this Number 6. So that's what we should do. We should deal with what is the situation now before we take action, think about another plan for the future. So in fact, 黑色 player didn't think about it. And then when white play here, and he just ignore it, red alert, I didn't see it, and continue the plan. And then this is the situation. So basically, uh, the black player only think about for yourself. You have a plan, that's good, but you only think for yourself for the plan. And then the result is all three white or black. In fact, there's no hope. And it hurts the future for number one and number three. So that's not a good result for black. You have a plan, but you didn't think the best plan for your opponent. And then you just continue the plan without any change, without dealing with the new situation. And then finally, when you realize it takes three more steps for both player, and then that's a bad result for black. 所以这一个呢，就是Isaac 上一次的这个decision 的一个 weakness，也是我们 beginner 经常有的 weakness，就是 so the principle for thinking。那第一个呢，我们刚才正在跟 Oscar 说了，the first principle，我们有4个 principle。那第一个 principle 呢是 think before you play。Yeah, if you play and think, then you have to deal with a situation it already happened, and you cannot change what has happened. You have limited opportunity in the future. 所以呢，要 think before you play。第二个呢是 think for other people，不能只是 I only think for myself and then never think for other people。这一个 game 呢就是 a situation you think for yourself, you never think for other people。好，第三个 principle。So when you think for other people, do you think for the best or think for a, a not best? You have to think for the best。好，那以后 in the when I play 围棋 well, in fact, I often think like this. When I play 打吃 and then I think maybe white didn't find red alert and play another location, then I play here. So do you think this player is good player? No. You have to think the best move for other person. You think for them, but also think the best. So do you think white play here is the best or play another location is the best? A or B? Which one is the best for white? A is probably the best. Yes, so most likely you need to think A, this one, white will play here. And then how do you deal with it? If it's okay, so maybe it's one option. But if white play here is not good, then don't choose this one. So if you don't know, then maybe you guess. Is this good for you or not good for you or acceptable for you? So in this situation, well, probably it's acceptable, not bad, or don't know. You guess. Most likely white will play here. And you if it's you have think for it, then probably not that bad. If you don't think it, then anything may happen. 所以呢 the third principle is think the best for your opponent. And then there will be the fourth principle. The fourth principle is think more steps. If it's possible, think more steps. So, like this happened, this situation, white play here. Then, how do you deal with it? You need to think for black too. play here, or play here, or play here, or play here. A, B, C, D. Which one should you choose? And which one is good? Which one is bad? 如果不知道 well, if you push yourself to think more, you will have benefit. Because if you don't know anything, then anything is possible. If you think A, B, C, D, then the possibility to be a bad move lower. You probably have more chance to get a good result because you think more. Even though not the best, you increase your possibility to be a good move. So that's why we have to encourage you to think more option and think more step. And usually, right now, Oscar and Isaac, 你们还是 beginner。那我问一问你们 ，How many steps can you think for the future？那 Isaac and Oscar，你们觉得 What do you feel? What do you think? How many steps can you think for the future? 是一步、两步，还是 zero，还是 three and four or five or more？你们觉得你现在可以 think how many steps？你可以把它 type 到你的 chat box 或者 unmute，说啊，我可以想，I think I maybe think for one step, two step。你们觉得你可以 think for how many steps？哦，Oscar 说4步，OK，Isaac 呢？你觉得你可以想几步啊？那 Oscar 想4步呢？it's possible。你们已经学了 probably like 2 or 3 months。So some situation you can think 4 step. Some situation。哦，Isaac 说想一步。usually 那 if right now 你们都是 beginner，所以呢，usually you can think probably one to three or four steps usually, but you cannot guarantee every time you think for four step. Even Isaac 写四 well, right now most likely you cannot guarantee every time you think four step. So probably you can guarantee one. And sometimes red alert 你都没有看见，that's zero。red alert 都没有看见，所以呢，that's why we are still beginner。red alert 都没有看见。那 in good situation 呢，you probably think three or four step, but in bad situation you only think zero step or one step。red alert 都没有看见。The good thing is if it's dead, you will take away. So that's good. 那我的有一些 beginner 呢，他学的时候呢，有的时候棋子都死掉了，it's already dead，但是他还没有拿到，没有把棋子拿掉，that's zero，that's not that's really bad。OK，好，所以 for Oscar and Isaac 呢，one two three，it's a possible. Most likely, it's your situation. One, two, three, one, two, three, or one, two, four step. Usually, you can most likely you can think one or two step. And some situation you can probably think three or four step, but it's not a guaranteed situation. 那老师我呢，usually I can think for probably 5 steps. Usually, I can think 5 steps. Special situation, I may think probably 3 steps. Probably guaranteed 3 steps, at least. Even the worst situation, I probably think 3 or 4 steps. If I'm lucky, or a simple situation, I probably think probably 7 steps, 8 steps. So that's my situation. Now, usually a better player, they can think more and they think the best step for both player, they can make the best decision. 那我再 challenge 一下 Isaac 和 Oscar，一个 professional 的一个 player，你觉得 guess how many steps they can think？你可以 type 一个 number，你猜一猜 guess 他们可以想多少步？How many steps？一个 professional 的一个 player，不猜不到。OK，好，那我告诉大家，呃，usually 他们会想15步，15, 20. Usually they can think about 15, 20 steps. In some special situations, they can think probably 20, 30 steps. So that's why they are very good. And if I play with strong player, usually there's no way, no hope for me to win the game. Most likely I will lost the game, but even I lost the game, I can still make good decision. 所以呢，I Oscar 总是问how can I win the game? Well, usually if you play with a very strong player, the possibility to win the game is almost zero. So there will be several ways to help you to increase your possibility. There's one way is in Weiqi game. It's called a handicap game. Handicap game means the strong player let the weaker player to play several steps before the game starts. It's like give the weaker player extra several steps. Usually, one step can be equivalent to some points. So, for example, like if you play extra step in the beginning, maybe it worth 10 points. So, if you play 5 steps before the strong player play, it's like give you 50 extra points to help you to win the game. So that's one way to give you more opportunity to win. OK，好，那我们讲完了这个 four principle to think，那我们 go back to 我们的这个game。好，那我们刚才呢是帮 Oscar reviewed the game。那 when Oscar played the game yesterday, I discovered a big weakness。这一个 weakness 呢，就是这样一个 situation。那我只是举一个 example。那我们看一下一个 example。那 it's not the exact situation，但是呢，it's probably some situation like this。OK，好，我们就这样一个 situation 吧。OK，那这样的一个 situation，呃，昨天我们的 youth tournament novice player，sometimes they play this one。Sometimes they play this one, A or B. 但是 there is a location has bigger value. If you play black, there's a location with bigger value. Do you think it's here? Oh, I try to get a corner C or D. So we have A, B, C, D. Oh, Isaac said 这里 yes A B C D E which one has a big value？那我们昨天的 beginner 啊，还有包括这个 Oscar。Sometimes they ignore to play here like this. Why E has a very big value? 如果可以 explain 就更好了，如果不能 explain 也是 OK 的。但是呢，那你要知道 usually when you can explain, then you can improve, uh, you can improve, more. 这个 Isaac 说是 cut line，OK，好，Isaac，如果你现在看到了黑色走这里，can you try to explain? Use the knowledge we know. 那我们以前学过，when we make decision，那 usually 呢，我们要 we think for four kind of knowledge, four category of knowledge or four level of knowledge. 第一个 the first one is when we play 围棋 usually we stay close. Don't let broken situation happen. Second is increase your qi. Usually it's good. Decrease other qi. Usually it's good for you, bad for other people. The third one is uh, about I. Try to like increase your possibility of I or decrease the possibility of I for other people. The fourth one is about territory. Usually get more territory. It's good for you. There are four factors you need to think. Usually, if you want to get all factors good for you, it's hard. But if all factors is bad for you, then most likely it's bad. And then usually sometimes some factor is good, some factor is not good, some factor you don't know it. So you still need to make decision. 那我们现在来看一看这个几个 decision. If you play A, are you connected for 黑色 Yes, connected, very safe. 有没有 increase your 气？有 increase your 气。有没有 decrease 白色的气？Yes, decrease 白色气，not bad. 那有没有 increase your possibility to have I? Yes, increase your possibility to have I. Increase your territory? Yes. So looks like a lot of factor is good. 好，那我们再看一看下一个。If we play B，有没有 increase your 气？Maybe not. Are you close to each other? Yes, close. 那有没有 cutting point？有一个 cutting point，but it's tiger mouse, so it's safe. 有没有减少白色的气？Yes，减少这个白色的气，not bad. 有没有 increase your territory? Yeah, kind of. This maybe increase your territory. 所以呢，A and B not bad. C and D also okay. But why E is the best? 那我们再来想，好，first when you play 这个 E8 这一个黑色有没有 connect？有，yes connected。好，第二个，when you play E8 有没有把白色 separate？Yes。When you play all A, B, C, D, have you ever separate white? No. White still have chance to join them together. But when you play E, black is very safe for yourself. But you separate white. That's one good factor you have never get. This is another good fact, another good reason. Okay, so you separate your opponent. Okay, second, okay, is this one decrease the opponent qi? In fact, yes, yes. And the third is about I. Okay, so when you play e8, well, you didn't increase black's I space, but is this step prevent white make I or decrease their possibility to have I? The truth is yes. And in fact, this white has only 2 qi, okay? And then if you play this step, have you destroyed white's territory? Possible. There's no way for white to build up territory. Okay, so now let's compare. So if you play here, most likely white will play here. Now look at here. White will join together, and this will be all white's territory. And most likely, white will guarantee survive forever. It's already guaranteed. But if you play here, then white will be separate into 2 parts. Can white guarantee survive forever? No, not yet. At least you don't know. And the truth is most likely 2 parts they need to try to make them group survive forever. They need to try to help 2 group to survive forever. And most likely it takes several steps. And because uh, white needs to take care of 2 groups, 2 groups. That means they play more steps, and then black has more opportunity. So if white play 1 step on each side, then black has opportunity to play 2 step. You can do a lot of things when you play 2 step. For example, if white try to save this part, then black can play here, and this white is in trouble. If this white is in trouble, this one will be in trouble, and then probably all of this will be in trouble, and then black will get all of them. If white try to save this one, then probably black can play here or play here. Then this part, white may be in trouble. And when white try to save this part, then black play here, and maybe this part will be in trouble. This part white will be in trouble. If this white try to save it, then this part will be black's territory. So overall, when black play e8, you put 2 white group in danger. They are not alive yet. They cannot guarantee survive forever. So they try to save both group. If white try to save both group, it take extra step. That means black can you have more opportunity to play and get more space. And if white try to save one and sacrifice one, then black will guarantee take 1 group. So that's why play e8 has bigger value. 那这一个 e8 这一个呢 ，play e8 这个 step 这一个 this step has bigger value. So the reason is 那就是2个 2 parts 白色 it's not alive yet. Then separate you will have big value. OK， 好，那我们现在呢 think about another situation. This situation. 好 now this situation. Do you think play here has bigger value. The new situation, A, B, C, D, E. Do you think E has bigger value? The truth is no. This new situation, E has less value. Why? Because on the left, white already guaranteed two eyes. On the right, this part guaranteed two eyes. And when you play E8, well, most likely you won't threat the life and death situation for both sides of the white. So this one has less value, only small value. 好，所以呢，我们看看啊，这个 Isaac 说 G3，yes，G3 probably has bigger value. I agree with Isaac. So probably play here, for probably two reasons. The first one is this is an empty space. So usually play at an empty space help you to, you're the first one to go to an empty space. It has bigger value. Second is you're not too far away from your four black stone here. And if you play here, maybe you can help you to help you original pieces. So as Isaac said, probably G3, not bad. Or probably another move like this one, F3, is also not bad. Because F3 close to four black pieces. And this C or this G3, white still have opportunity to play here. And if white play here, they may be separate this for black and maybe create trouble. So you need to deal with it. Okay, so if you think when you play G3 and white play here create more trouble for black, then maybe you should consider play this one close to your friend, and then you still get some territory here, and you still have a chance to have two eyes in the future. Okay, so go back to the beginning. So Oscar and other players yesterday, most of you make similar mistake. When there is an opportunity to separate two group that is not alive yet, it has very, very big value. Now, the situation is very similar to this. 那我们再摆一个 situation， 黑色 play here， 白色 play here， 黑色 play here， 白色 play here. So where should black play in this moment? Do you want to play here to get an empty corner, or play E6? A or B? Which one has bigger value? In fact, in this situation, B has bigger value. So no matter black or white, try to play here. If black play here, white play here, that's a damage for black. So basically, if black play here, white play here, it's a broken situation we learn. We didn't learn other knowledge, but today we learn that if both groups are not alive yet, then separate has bigger value. And when both groups they are already alive, then join them together. It's not very necessary. It has less value. 好， 这个呢是我们今天学过的。好，那下面呢，we need to learn the new knowledge we continue learn。那上一次我们学了什么呢？上一次我们学了 life and death situation，a critical moment of life and death situation。A life and death situation is this situation. If you make good decision, you can survive forever. If you cannot make good decision, then you probably survive zero. There will be huge difference. That's a critical moment. 好，那我们上一次呢学了three basic way。那第一个呢，the first one looks like this. Okay, second one like this. And the third one looks like this. 好，我们现在有三个 corner on the upper left corner. That's a lower left corner and upper right corner. 那这三个是不是都是 critical moment? Imagine, there are three independent situation. 我只是把它放在一起。We put it together, only for teaching purpose. Imagine there are three situation independent. 所以这四个是不是 critical moment? Oh, sorry, 三个 it's critical moment. 那我们先 talk about this. 那今天呢 we try to think for the one that help your people survive forever. 所以呢 you will play black, try to make them survive forever. Now, the first situation for black, where do you play? It's a critical moment. Where do you play? Upper left, A6. Oscar said A6. Yes, you oh, 我先把 I delete all other situation. Okay, so yes, this is a critical moment. The black has one eye, but you don't have the second eye. And if white take action, you will be in trouble. So you need to play. And this one, a white play here, you will die. So if imagine it's black's opportunity. So you play here, save this group. Okay. Second one is, oh, you talk about 2B or B2. Yes. And J8. Yes. And all three of them. So that's three critical point, three critical moment with three critical uh, point. OK，好，所以呢，黑色走这里，黑色走B2 or 黑色走这里 J8. And if you don't play it, let's see what happened. 那 so for example, upper left corner, 黑色说 Oh, I want to play C9. Why? I take some public space. I destroy some territory here. And then white will play here. Then what happened to them? Can black survive forever? Unfortunate, no. You miss the opportunity. When you play C9, you have not find another. You are critical, but you didn't think about 2i and then put yourself in trouble. You okay? So then look at the lower left corner. Oh, black play here, try to take some territory, and then white play here. Make them All two I are false I. Black is trouble. And do you still have opportunity? You play here, white can ignore you because there's no way. Even you play, it's hopeless. Okay, and then go back to the upper right corner. And black is critical moment. And black said, okay, why? Oh, I play here. Why? Because I take a public space. And then there's a cutting point for white. And cutting point for white is good for black. So I play here. Is that good? Well, white will play here. Then can black get two eyes? No way. Impossible. There's no more hope. Although you have the cutting point, unfortunate when white play here, you escape and white will connect and then there's no hope. So you you play take the create you get a public space, you create a cutting point, but it won't help. You are still a critical moment. And then white play here, kill all black. Okay, so so go back to the beginning. Critical moment, you have to take action. If you ignore the critical moment and do something else, you ignore it, probably you need a reason. If you don't have a reason to deal with the critical moment, like upper right, upper left corner, you ignore the critical moment. You take a public space, then it's a mistake and you will have trouble. Okay, so that's what we learned from last week. Okay, now today we will learn new situation and look at this situation. Okay, so now it's white's turn. Where do you think white should play? Do you think white will play here? B4. And the reason is I play here, I can stay close with my friend and try to get more territory here. So that's the reason I play b4. Okay, Oscar said, oh, you play another location. And Isaac, do you think play here is good? Usually, oh, Isaac said c4. Okay. Oh, sorry, white's turn. Okay. c4. Why play c4? C4 looks like you join your people together. No, make the cutting point disappear and increase your chi. It's very safe. That's not bad. Usually, not bad. But in fact, I want to ask: can white be separate? Do you worry about uh, black separate white? Uh, so that's a question for Isaac. Because you play connection usually means a cutting point create trouble, then you connect. So if there's no trouble, usually it's not necessary to connect. So play c4, maybe you only connect yourself, but there's no other benefits. Maybe not the best. So play A, yes, B for this location is better than A is better than C, and but Oscar suggests A6. Is this good? Well, if you play A6, it's not connected to white, and if you think about qi, the factor of qi, well, this location, if you play there, it's red alert immediately. White is red alert. So why you play stay far away from your friend and a6 is red alert? You put yourself in red alert. Oscar,
I feel like I feel like if you sacrifice it, it would become a fake eye, and then
mhm.
that would become a problem, so I can eventually like destroy it somehow.
Oh, Isaac 有没有听见 In fact, uh,
Yeah.
Oscar explained very clear. Yes. So play this this one. Stay close or go somewhere with more chi. Usually, it's for you to survive, right? You stay close with your friend and try to go somewhere with more chi. The purpose is to survive. But this situation, when white play here, the purpose is not help white to survive. The purpose is to sacrifice it. And what is the benefit of this sacrifice? Well, you put yourself in danger situation. You only one chi. You stay away from your friends, and the reason is, well, of course, black can take you, but after black takes you, there will be an eye. Yes, there's a bad eye, but is this a real eye, a false eye? Isaac, it's a false eye, right? And can black make this a false? But can black make this a real eye? Unfortunately, no. This location, this eye corner, is controlled by white, and white is connected to this part. It's very safe. They have lots of qi, so most likely there's no way to get this eye. And can white get this eye corner and take it back? So there's no way to make this eye a real eye. Can black make another eye in this area? No way. Can make eye in this area? No way. So black has no way to make another eye. And then can we predict the final result for black? It will be 0, right? There's no chance to make another eye and survive forever. So go back to the beginning. The white play here and prevent black survive forever. Sacrifice one, prevent black survive forever. And this is a step very similar to our steps learned last week. Kill a group. In fact, this the step of this one is also kill a group. But this step is not there's a name for this step. This step is in Chinese it's called the pull. In English it's called the throw in. So pull is like well usually in Chinese pull means 小朋友回家扑到爸爸妈妈 hug you. Pull, it's like it's a pull. So what is a pull? Yes, that's a pull. Pull usually means there's some like somebody will hold you. Like this situation, well, the black will almost hold this white. So it's like white play there. It's held by uh, black, white play there. Usually, a pull is a situation you put yourself in red alert immediately. In this situation, a pull make a false eye and kill a group. So let's repeat again. Usually, we don't go somewhere with red alert. You, because red alert, you will be taken away immediately. But in some special situation, put yourself in red alert situation has special result. This is one good result. You play there, and even your opponent take you away, it only make a false eye. So this pull, take action. You pull and create good result for the future. Make it a false eye, and then kill a whole group. So that's one situation pull. So this situation pull is like make a false eye. Is there any other good pull? Yes, there will be other good pull, uh, uh, but not usually good pull. Put yourself in red alert without a plan. Most likely it's bad. Without a plan, it's bad. But once you have a plan, and that is a working plan, and then that's good. So 那我们再看一个 example。那刚才呢，这个 pull 呢是 try to make it a false eye。好，那我们现在呢看另外一个 example。嗯，好，我们现在看一看这一个 situation。那 white white turn。那现在先看一看，那先给同学们一个 hint。For white, you have opportunity。先给大家一个 hint。Make it simple. In real game, you have to find it by yourself. If you miss it, then there's no hope. 那 first，现在黑色有没有 tiger mouse？有，这里 and 这里。If white go there, well, you will be take away. If white goes here, you will be take away. 所以 do you want to go to the red alert 老虎嘴巴？Usually we don't want to go there. 那 so usually for 白色 where do you play? Okay, do you want to play here? Usually you you stay far away from your friend. You have a cutting point why you play here. Probably no reason. How about play here? Oh, sorry, 白色 play. 白色 play. No, not this one. 白色 usually play here. Then 黑色 will connect. And then 白色 play here. Red alert. 那黑色 of course 黑色 will connect. 那 what is the benefit for white? Well, you control here and here. Okay, you get two. So, oh, Isaac suggests play here D1 and then H1, C1. In fact, if white play here, most likely black play here. White is red alert, and if you connect, black will connect. So, looks like there are two tiger mouse. Play A, play B or C, probably not very good. So, for white, do you have opportunity? In fact, we already told us there is one opportunity, but you need to think more steps. Where do you want to try? Let's try it. 你们可以type your first try. 想从哪里再试一试。In fact, we have another tiger mouse here. So A B C D A and D 是两个 tiger mouse. B and C we tried. So which one do you want to try it? A. Okay. If you try A, in fact, the best move probably for white, for black is here. And if you play here, I just take it. And then white is all saved. Okay. So A, probably we we didn't get, we do get a result. How about now try this? 好的，我们来试一试哈。If we try this one, most likely 黑色 will take it away. Then what is your plan? We can play 这里打吃 red alert. 那黑色会不会 connect and die 是不是？所以呢 let's go back to the beginning. When you play a pool, even black takes you, then you can 打吃 again, and then there's a connected die waiting for black. The best move for black, probably save this one, and then 白色可以 take all white, all black. 所以 go back to the beginning. If you discover this pool, you will have opportunity to take all black. 现在知道了吗，同学们？ Sometimes pool can create opportunity to capture in the future. Pool can create false eye. Pool can create opportunity to capture, but you need to find it by yourself. How do you find it? Usually, you do some puzzle and you find a similar situation, and then when you play Weiqi, you have to think more if you find a similar situation. Push yourself to think more. 好了，那我们今天的课呢，我们就讲到这里。那 combine with three methods we learned last time. 那今天呢，我们又学了一个新的办法。上次我们学过的呢，第一个呢叫做破眼，就是 destroy the eye，no way to make eye。第二个呢叫卡眼或者叫挤眼，就是 it's an eye but it's a false eye。第三个呢叫点眼，就是 they have a big eye，it's a territory。但是我们走在里面呢，they can never make two eye。那今天我们学的办法呢，叫做 pull，就是 well we sacrifice one，and then they can never make they sacrifice one make it a false eye, and then no way to make a real eye. So this is the third way. 第四个办法 the fourth way to kill a group. And we also learned pool has some special situation. We can also use it to create opportunity. 吃掉棋子. So now we also learn red alert not always is bad. So sometimes if you know a plan, a working plan, maybe you will find special opportunity. A pool is a situation. 好了，那我们今天的课呢就讲到这里。那同学们呢，上个星期呢我们有 puzzle 是不是啊？我们有 life and death 的 puzzle。那今天呢，我等一会儿呢，老师会把这个星期的 puzzle 也发给大家。这个星期呢，主要是铺，但是呢，我们会有一些其他的一些 puzzle。那同学们呢，就可以做一些 practice。这样的话，我们就知道了哦，there's critical moment, make decision, and that has big value。哦，那我们今天还学了一个，如果是两个 group 都没有 survive forever, not alive yet。 separate has bigger value。嗯，好，好了，那我们今天的课就讲到这里。同学们还有没有问题？有没有问题？如果有问题就问，没有问题呢，可以把你们的 game share 给老师，老师可以看得到，然后可以帮助你 find mistake and weakness。好，好，那我们今天就先学到这里。嗯，好，那我们就说
谢谢老
再
师，
见。好
再
，Oscar 再
见，
见，Isaac 再见，拜拜。嗯
再见。
嗯，好，拜拜。